What's going on, legends? It's me, Barnsey, bringing you the start of an amazing journey. Episode 0, prologue. Prologue to this devlog series of untitled cute farming game. So, this is the delicious stream setup. I stream on twitch.tv/BarnseyBear. Check me out. I'm going to show you what I've done so far. It's very, very, very bare bones. And hopefully might get our boy, a little fella here, Farmer Sam, out and about doing stuff.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer every night.
So, you might be thinking, is this a 2D game? Yes, but I'm pinching some ideas from Shovel Knight. We are running this stuff on layers because if I can grab up the script, player controller. So this is the player controller script. Very, very, very bare bones, very easy. The original version of this, so it's like we got all our variables. A lot of these I'm going to just set to serializable because a lot of these are private. I don't need to call anything now. We have our enum. This is just our selection. I could have done an inventory system, but it's just a simple game. This is our grid placement. I've done it at 0.08 because at 0.16 it still wasn't centered enough on the grid. It would sort of like snap, like instead of it being 1 unit it'd be like 0.5. So I just did, well, 1 unit, it would be like 1.5 in the wrong sort of way. So if there was a tile it would be sitting at the corner, which I think is just something I could have fixed, but I decided 0.08. Why not just move to the corner anyways? The tiles, so we have our position of our cursor, the object that it follows. So we've got a ray cast that's set up at the screen's mouse position, and our hit target, which is the intersection. When we press our left mouse down, so left click, it will go through. This is probably a bad way to do it, but it works and it's clean than doing the other script, which I'll show you soon. If we select the hoe, do hoe stuff. In this case, if the raycast notices that it's a ground tile and it's not intersected with a tilled ground prefab tile, do shit. What is it doing? Well, we're getting the cell's position and we're also grabbing the center of the cell. We are playing some audio from the array. We instantiate the prefab in the cell center, so in the tile map cell instead of it wherever it's been clicked. And we change the tile to the farm tiles. Shovel, same thing. You know, if it's a water tile on the hit, we do some audio stuff, which is literally just set the clip to 0, which is just the standard. I'll add more sound effects later on. And then just play the sound and set the tile to, of ground tiles to, to the ground. And then, obviously, we've got the hands, do hand things. And that just sets the animation, and I'll show that off in the game. And then we just have the right click stuff. The debugs are fun. I just write random jargon in there. Yeah, so if we do the right click with the hoe, we just destroy. It should destroy, which we do. I don't know how to get this working. It will be something I'll do later on. It destroys the Collider's game object, but with how the layering is, just to get it to intersect, we've got the prefab, and then we got a child of that prefab, which has the collider and its distance, no matter what I set it to. Even if I was to change the Z on the instantiate, it just craps out. And we set the tile to null because there's 3 tile layers. If it's the shovel, we do the same thing as like, instead of left clicking to place grass, we right click to destroy it. And these are the button configs. I'm actually going to change this. We'll do a little bit of coding this stream. I don't want to have to write like a whole fucking thing. And I've seen people do this, and in a Discord, Barvis come up with a great idea. And I wonder if I can do said thing. In here instead, because I don't want to have to use all these. So I'm gonna try something. Public. It needs to be a function. I'm just gonna go select tool. See how that goes. What will that do? In the tool, I want to get not the tool type, but the integer value. So if I do int, I'm gonna go tool selection, and then this is where I do I don't know if this will work, but a switch case, and then in this case it'll be switch tool selection, and then bollocks. Look at me doing things the hard way. But this is gonna be my button. So the switch case, 0, or yeah, case 0, and then what is it? It's what, break? Yeah, so case 0, the F0 tool selection equals, it shall equal a thing. It should equal the enum tool selection dot ho, which obviously it won't because it needs its value. Yeah, it's supposed to be an int. I think I can cast that. Yeah, that works. So ho equals 0. And there's just a lot of copy and paste shit. Case 1. It'd be alright if I did, you know, if things string blah 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 blah. But that's too much effort when I can do a switch case in this instead of having a whole script. I don't think I need it to break. I don't think it should break. It looks like it needs to break. I can't remember why. It's like I'm recording this at 3:45 in the morning. Tool selection equals hands, and hands is what, 5? No, what's what do we want? Next one is the axe. But I don't have the axe yet. Axe break, and pretty much what this will do, because obviously in Unity, you can't use enums as a button thing. So if I write this, what it should do is whatever I set the integer value to for tool selection, So I feel like if 0... Oh, yeah, I'm using the wrong tool selection. It should be... Yeah, so I need to change this completely. I'm gonna call it tool selection int. Because this is a really different thing and I shouldn't need to cast this at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go, and then tool selection equals what's next? What is next? Hoe, axe, shovel, pickaxe. But yeah, I will be back when this is all done. I've done it. I've wrote it all down. I am missing turnip seeds, but this is fine for what it is. And then say if I need any more things, I can just add it in here. Just the giant switch statement. If the button clicked is 0, you have the hoe. Otherwise, if it's 4, you've used your hands. It's very filthy. So let me show the old script. So pretty much the same thing. Gold amount, text. Similar sort of style. Yeah, handle the mouse input. The gold adjustment method. I might get my method and function confused. Handling the mouse input, similar sort of thing, but then it was like, oh yeah, if hit or if collider equals null, do things. And then there was tool functions, which was the giant switch case statement, which was, Jesus. Placing a tile at the cursor, getting the tile map from the layer name. Yeah, just a lot of jargon. And then obviously, I didn't know this at the time with buttons. This is when I first had the project. I had changed cursor sprite, but you can literally just change it from the sprite renderer when you press the button. You can do that if you put the game object in. The tool state, is it selected, and set the crop data type. So this would be a different button. This will be for the seeds, obviously, and this will be something I'll pass along. Now the actual game, there isn't much. I have got music, but there isn't much at all. We have a little guy chilling there. We've got an animation. I did a few animations. When you go to click something, it does a little cool click. Hoe the ground. Now I don't know how to do this yet, so it's going to look so gross. But yeah. But things like this, I need to figure something out tile-wise, whether I make the outline sort of mask, but you can get rid of it. Now all this says grown, which is a bit not good. But yeah, see what I mean? So originally it was like, oh yeah, so this is one tile, but because of the 16 grid distance, you would actually be placing it in here and that sort of stuff, and it would just be a bit gross. But now it's like, oh yeah, cool. The shovel works as intended. You can place ground, but you can also take it away, and there's a gold total, but that doesn't work yet because it's not set up. You can't break ground that's underneath this, obviously, so obviously it's like, oh yeah, get rid of that one, get that bad boy, bam. So that's pretty much it at the moment. I do have this button set up, but the stuff isn't set up for the button. And as we go along, I'll do some cool shenanigans. This is our boy Sam. One of these videos will be a dialogue system. I did some portrait art for Sam. I mean, it looks a bit mid, a bit average. But if I can get that up, NPCs, Farmer Sam. I don't know if you're able to see it up close. Yeah, it's our boy. I'll try and zoom in on him. I could probably... Oh, I probably shouldn't change his state. I can drag him in here. Let's move him to the cursor layer. Whoa. So, yeah, he's a bit average looking, but he's a good boy. He's very cute. At some stage I'll do a quick sort of design on different stuff, but this is our little roaming guy. He's a tutorial guy. Teaches you how to do things. But anyway, that is a preview of what's to come, what I've done so far. If people have better ideas of how I can do stuff or ideas that I can implement into the game, please let me know in the comments. I would actually greatly appreciate it, because it is something I can add to the ideas list, or if it's, you know, a better way to do the thing, for example, the buttons, because I'm going to have to set that up, the buttons, because it's still using the other system. That'd be absolutely wicked. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.